you know, if you look at game 1 to game 2, there's some situations where Coach Wells and Coach Baldwin would surely like to see Chucky, you know, get rid of the ball on the turnover that he had. Chucky's going to always want to be creative. He's always going to want to make things happen. That's going to be kind of his MO with his athletic ability. Just continually always remember to just take what's there and live another down, I think, is very important for a young quarterback. You know, at the end of the day, throwing the ball away is not the worst case scenario in football. It's really not. You can line up and let's go play another down and see what we can get done. So those are a couple areas, but you know, Chucky has a lot to work on, just like everybody does on this football team. So you know, stay humble, keep working every single day, and just respect every opponent that you have the opportunity to line up against. I think is key for this whole football team, and have yourself prepared to play every Saturday or Friday, depending on the situation.
What are your thoughts on the secondary too?
For our secondary, right. You know, I think they played pretty well in the first 2 games. I think Walter's been productive as a safety. He's done some nice things for us. I think McCade has been solid. I thought they both played better in the Weber game than they did in the Auburn game. Obviously, in the Auburn game, we gave up some big plays in the back end that were costly. Can we be better back there? Absolutely. We can be improved, but I think Jamani had a nice week last week. Last week was a great week for Jamani to be able to kind of settle in and hopefully just feel more comfortable as an athlete back there at corner, and you know, getting Cameron back. We'll see what that adds to us or what it doesn't add to us as we move forward with Quentin Bird being in there in those situations. But you know, overall as a whole in the back end, gave up some big plays in game 1 that were obviously a big problem for us. In game 2, I thought they handled the fade ball very, very well. They'll be tested. They'll be tested with deep balls this week with max protection, and they'll be tested with fade balls in this football game. So our ability to be able to cover the deep ball is important. It's a young crew, eager to learn. I think Coach Shaver's done a nice job of continuing to develop those young men, and it's you know, it's a position of high importance for us as we move forward to get those young men playing at a high level.
And the health of your offense, getting Turbin back and Morrison, what has that done for your offense?
Big place, yeah. Just look at it. It's pretty nice when you can take a 3 or 4 or 5 or a 6 yard gain, and all of a sudden it turns into be a 30, 40 yard gain. Big play potential for us on the offensive side of the ball is there basically at every snap, and I believe that's what big time offenses have. They have the ability to create those big plays, and we've talked about it. And this game's won by players; it's not won by coaches. And it's great to see those young men, not just the backs, but the wide receivers. Matt Austin has made some big plays, and so if we can continue to do that, we'll be pretty hard to deal with on the offensive side of the football.
Looks like a real interesting matchup could be the punting game in this game. Mm-hmm. They've been really good with punt returns. You lead the nation in net punting, not letting people, and you've had some decent returns, and they don't let anybody get any returns out.
Yeah, it'll be that's going to be a big part of this game. You know, special teams. Colorado State's always been famous for opportunistic special teams, if you will. They're known to take chances, and obviously we're known to take some chances on the special teams side of the game. So you have to be aware of that on both sides. I'm sure both teams will be aware of those situations, but you know, they've kicked the ball well. They've done some good things. We've kicked the ball well. They have one more game than we do, though. So you know, they're one game ahead of us as far as being productive in the kicking game. So we'll see if we can keep that moving in the right direction.
How do you assess your ability to put a pass rush on this quarterback? It seems like a key to their offense to keep him comfortable in the pocket.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, it's Coach Frischwald is going to do a nice job of protecting those offensive weapons that he has, and protecting the quarterback and not allowing people to be able to get to him, whether that means throw it quick or the screen game helps with that, the draw game helps with that, and then you know, kind of max protecting and taking those shots when they want to. So you know, tremendous pass rushers. At the end of the day, we'll do some of our blitzes and different things that we have, and but at the end, pass rushers are born, and that's the bottom line. It's like saying I'm going to take a corner that runs 4.8 and make him really fast and make him run 4.4. It's not going to happen. Pass rushing is something that's you're born to do, and something that's is there for you because you have the athletic ability. So it'll be a big part of this game. We're going to have to win. They're not going to turn people loose. There's not a bunch of blitzes that you can design against Colorado State that just is going to come clean. I've learned that over the years. You've got to win in one-on-one pass blocking, and the backs are physical blockers too, and do a nice job of locking on people. So winning one-on-one individual battles is the only way you're going to get sacks against Colorado State.
Anything else, Coach?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.